As of March 2021, more than 420 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered around the world. These vaccines were designed in a record amount of time by major pharma companies to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic, which has been plaguing the world for the past year. How do these vaccines work, though? Let's first look into our body's immune system to find out. Our immune system is equipped to attack any foreign substances it comes across. When we become infected with a disease, our body's white blood cells produce antibodies, a type of protein that attacks the pathogen. Once the pathogen has been defeated, memory cells remember the pathogen and can easily attack it if it were to try infecting our bodies again. Because of this, people don't contract the same microbial illness more than once. To see how this applies to the COVID-19 vaccine, let's look at what the vaccine is made of. Some of the COVID-19 vaccines administered in the US are created using mRNA technology. mRNA, short for messenger RNA, is created by transcribing a DNA template. DNA, as we all know, is the blueprint of life and holds all our genetic material. Once this DNA is transcribed into mRNA in a cell's nucleus, the mRNA leaves the nucleus and its contents can be used to create proteins by the ribosome. We obviously don't need the entire mRNA in a vaccine, though. So how did scientists know which part to use? Well, SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus that causes COVID-19, is a single-stranded RNA virus, and it's named for the crown formed by its spikes. These spikes are the deadliest part of the virus, as they are the ones that bind to the ACE2 receptors on healthy cells in order to enter them. Using this information, scientists chose to isolate the part of the virus that coded for the spike protein. In order to activate an antibody response, though, the mRNA needs to be injected into the body. To make sure this is done properly, the vaccines include lipid nanoparticles which deliver the mRNA into the cells. mRNA can't get through the cell membrane on its own due to its charge and size, but with lipid nanoparticles, it can easily bypass the lipid bilayer membrane of cells. Once the segment of mRNA enters the cell, it can be translated by ribosomes into spike proteins. The body's immune system can then recognize the spike proteins as foreign particles, and because of this, white blood cells create antibodies to fight the proteins. Quite obviously, it's much easier for the antibodies to defeat the spike proteins than it is to defeat the entire virus. The memory cells are able to remember this attack, and since the genome of the spike protein is embedded in the SARS-CoV-2 genome, our memory cells can actually have the ability to recognize the entire SARS-CoV-2 virus. And because of this, individuals have immunity to most strains of SARS-CoV-2. While this system may seem really simple, a lot of time and effort was put into vaccine development to ensure that the vaccines work this way. As of now, Pfizer and Moderna are administering mRNA vaccines in the US, which require 2 doses. This is the first time in history that vaccines made with mRNA technology are being administered to the general public, marking a significant stepping stone in the world of medicine amidst these trying times.